about changing locations and shit. Man, into this motherfucking bag. Stand on the way, I made. Sacrificing time for this shit. Man, I got a plan. Tried to tell niggas years ago. They ain't understand. Riding by myself in this coupe. I'm all in my head. Everything in life you can't replace. I build relationships. Pretty little smile make a nigga wanna lock it in. We met the same time I lost a friend. We should try again. You been on my mind. You should hop in. I ain't gon' hurt you, baby girl. You know we locked in. Used to be on FaceTime calls on the regular. Never made time, landed on my busy schedule. Now every time I hit the bay, you know I think of you. Working on your brand, love, you know that I...
Reporting live from the liquor store, man. And when all three of us come together, man, it's Cowboys UnCut.
Goddess.
West Coast Cowboy in the middle, the Kanye West of this content stuff.
And I'm a day one type of girl. Ain't nothing wishy-washy over here. I don't jump around, stick to one side. Yeah, the silver, the blue, we got them in their feelings. That star on the field, come pay the D a visit. They say it's hatred, is it? I call it hate and simping. Cause if we wasn't that hating, they wouldn't be in our business. Listen, West Coast say the water tastes better. The fan base go harder, and all the ladies get wetter. Yeah, that's how it is when you straight reppin' for Dallas. We get it in the trap, and Landlord tell us what's happening. No explanations in no shape, form, or fashion. When Henny drop the stats, ain't nothing else to be asking. Them numbers don't lie, that's why your argument dry. And we still got them rings, you got your eyes on our prize. Whether an eagle, a giant, or a commando, you in the parking lot crying, we in the Lambo, we stay in our bag, we run it up in the draft. You still talking about the 90s, so who's stuck in the past? Get off me, and I'ma need you 6 feet back. Get back. And we ain't hearing nothing till your team beat Dak. And we ain't scared of running. So only one team over here is Cowboys, believe it. Yeah, this you got is the poet. Big up West Coast Cowboy, HTM Sports, and Landlord from Alabama. Y'all check them boys out, man. Don't play around with the Cowboys content. Yeah, and you know it's DC, yeah. DC4L. All day. Every day.
My dear Aunt Sally, we is at the P right now. We gotta go to free agency, then we gotta go to draft, then we can talk about training camp.
And Stephen Jones, who's also a multi-millionaire, moves and feels like a what? Like a dude that is got $15 in his bank account.
We finna come marching to Dallas with our picket signs, ticket torches, everything we can find.
And we are live. What's good with y'all, man? It's your boy, Henny the Moore, reporting live from the liquor store. And beneath me, I'm not even gonna talk bad. Listen, I ain't gonna talk bad about Landlord today, man. Landlord has been through it. Listen, I don't need to be real trill with y'all right now, man. You know it's bad if I ain't take the time to talk bad about Landlord. So Landlord went out there to Oxnard, and it has not been a fun time for my boy since he got there, man. So Land, I'm gonna let you tell them exactly what you done told me, man, because I feel bad for my boy, man.
Yeah, it's been a rough one, man. It's been a rough one so far. I mean, you know, everything gonna brighten up in later on, but right now, you know, it's been a struggle. Like all the flights was delayed. So when I got in, you know, I tried to check into my Airbnb. It let me through. I stayed the night, but I woke up to a message saying you took too long for the to get the room or whatever. So they canceled my reservation and gave it to somebody else. And now I had to get up, get all my stuff, get out of Airbnb, and then book another one. So now I gotta wait till 2 o'clock to be able to check into another one. So it ain't off to the best start right now, man. So basically I'm in the hole for 2 Airbnbs and I'm only staying in one. Cause you know what they say about the other man, it's gonna come to win 3 to 7 business days. So yeah, I'm pretty much screwed on that end for a limited time, man. But you know, it could have started off much better than this. I'll just say that, man. But we still gonna be positive, man. We still gonna make sure we hold it down for y'all. I came out here for the nation, for the trap. You know what I'm saying? We still gonna make sure the mission get done, man. We still gotta make sure that happens.
Indeed, man, indeed. So yeah, man. First and foremost, thank you, Landlord, for going out there because it helps me as well. I was not able to travel to Oxnard this year, but you and Wes being out there also gives me insight to what's actually going on the ground. So I do appreciate you too, man, for what you for what you do
Appreciate
for
that,
Uncut.
man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
real
it's
talk,
been a
man.
sacrifice, man. I ain't gonna lie. Like you think when you come into LA it's gonna be something nice. But hey man, it is what it is. We gotta make it work though. We gotta make it work.
Indeed, man. So yeah, man. Make sure y'all, everybody out there, if you're in the liquor store, if you're over there with Wes, if you're in the trap, let them know. Let Landlord know how much y'all appreciate him jumping on planes and jumping through hoops to get out to Oxnard to bring y'all exclusive content, man.
Sir.
But man, speaking of the content, speaking of training camp, we got a lot of stuff to discuss, man. Cause there are folks that are improving their stock. There are folks who are screwing the pooch. There are folks who aren't performing up to task like we thought they would. There are folks that are overachieving from what we actually expected from them. So we got all of that to discuss, man. We got some slides. We're gonna discuss who's doing what, who's actually looking like as advertised, who's a pleasant surprise, and we're gonna have ourselves a good time, man. But before we do any of that, man, y'all make sure to hit those like buttons on each and every page. If you're on my Facebook, if you're on Landlord's Facebook, if you're on our YouTubes, hit those like buttons on all that. That's how you help us manipulate that algorithm so the content can get out to more people. Make sure that you share the content, preferably 6 times, because I believe in manifestation. We're trying to wheel the Dallas Cowboys to title number 6 in 2024. And if you add 2 and 4 together, that do make 6, don't it? So in 2024,
True.
I want the Dallas Cowboys to win title number 6 for us, man. So y'all do y'all part, share the content 6 times, or drop 6 emojis, or do both, man. Either one is fine, because we need all of the positive energy in the world right now, man.
Absolutely.
And then please, I know it's Sunday. I know it's the Sabbath. But please slap the shit out of Eagles fan, man. God understands. You're probably doing the Lord's work by laying hands on them Eagles, man. They're despiteful and demon possessed or something, man. So they're despicable people. You're not doing any wrong by slapping up an Eagles fan, man. So if you help us do the Lord's work on a Sunday and lay hands on an Eagles fan, man. And yeah. So yeah, hit that like, hit that share, hit that Eagles fan, and hit that Cash App too, man. Help us keep the lights on in the liquor store, help us keep the lights on in the trap. It goes a long way in helping us get people to Oxnard and secure these interviews and travel and do all these different things, man. So if you want us to continue to grow, continue to do the things that y'all like seeing on these platforms, hit the Cash App, hit the Super Chat, man. It goes a long way, and we appreciate y'all in advance.
Yeah, man, I ain't even gonna cap. Like I said, I don't know if people was coming in or what, but man, I'm in the hole for 2 Airbnbs right now. So that drastically took a lot of what I thought I was gonna have down here. So hey man, if you can help your boy out at all, man, $1, $2, it don't matter, but it will be greatly appreciated while I'm out here. Yeah, real talk, cause that just put a big dent into what I thought I was gonna have. So yeah, if y'all can help your boy out, man, it'll be greatly appreciated.
And listen, if you have it only to give to one person, send it to Land, because he's the one out there with his feet on the ground.
I appreciate it, man. But let's get into some of this content, man.
Man, let's do it, man. So, do you want to talk about somebody that's improving their stock, or you want to talk about somebody that isn't performing up to task right now?
It don't matter. Shoot.
All right, let's start positive. This Sunday. I want to start on a positive note because everybody be saying that I'm a pessimistic Cowboy fan, and it is what it is. So let's go ahead and put this up there for one. Caelen Carson. Caelen Carson out of Wake Forest. So he is somebody that's improving his stock. These are just a bunch of people talking about what he's been doing. Patrick No. C. Walker says guys have to work so damn hard against Caelen Carson on their releases and routes out here, so he's locking shit up. Dan Rogers, who's also a Cowboys beat writer, reporter, whatever you want to call it. Carson has already shown us more in camp than Nahshon Wright and Eric Scott Jr. Hold up now. That's tall words right there, because everybody and their mama loved Eric Scott last year. Nahshon Wright has been here like 45 years or so.
Yeah.
So he said he'll be a legit contributor to this football team. Then this is Patrick Nosey discussing a play that happened. Caelen Carson with a pass breakup to prevent Jalen Tolbert from bringing in a would-be touchdown toss from Dak Prescott. Al Harris and Trayvon Diggs let him know they loved it as well. So yeah, man. Caelen Carson. Go ahead.
Real quick, just let me give a shout out to Justin for the $10 cash out and Gresham for the $5 cash out. I appreciate y'all, man. I really need the folks. Shout out to Velma for the 20, man. Y'all just don't know. This gonna help out a lot, man, because they got me screwed up right now. Mr. Digger said, did I get PayPal yet? Mr. Digger, I'll make a PayPal right now because this is an urgent situation. If you want me to, Mr. Digger. But I don't have it right now. Okay.
All right, King G.
He ain't got PayPal, don't you? You can send it to him. He'll get it over here.
Because I can pull off PayPal and that's okay. Yeah.
Oh, that's King G. I appreciate you, man. But yeah, Mr. Digger, you can shoot it to him. He ain't got PayPal. He'll make sure I get it. If that's the case. But we appreciate y'all, man. Like I said, I ain't gonna lie, it kind of killed my spirits a little bit, man. So I'm trying to get back right. You know, I ain't got to see a practice yet, so that'll get me back rejuvenated. You know what I'm saying? Once I realize what the struggle is for, what I made myself out here for. And I got here too late yesterday to see the practice, but I gotta wait all the way to Monday now. So tomorrow, that'll be my first practice I'll be able to see.
Yep. And listen, we're going to run back the blue and white game as well because it's on the official Dallas Cowboys website. So we're going to run it back for everybody to be able to see.
Mr. Digger said, make one or you going to send it to him? Which one you said? It don't matter. I'll do it. If you want me to do it, I'll do it right now. It don't matter.
Yeah, indeed. So, yeah, man. So, Caelen, but yeah, man, and we appreciate y'all, man. Make sure y'all continue to support my brother Landlord. Like I said, he done jumped through hoops, went through hell and back. Pin his cash app. I got you. Matter of fact, let me take down the whatchamacallit so y'all can see it on the screen, and that way I'm gonna go over to YouTube and put it on mine as well so y'all can see it.
Y'all already know I don't ask for nothing but donations, but it's a little different situation right now. Real talk. But
$Landlord,
yeah, it's a little rough.
723, right?
Yeah.
723. Okay. I'm finna pin it. So if y'all don't know what his cash app is, I just pinned it in the top comments of my YouTube. But yeah, man, bless my boy while you out there, man. How many miles is California from Bama?
I don't even want to think. Just think about this. I had to take almost every form of transportation but a boat to get here. So, yeah. She said she wanted me to make one real quick. So, I might have to come off the screen or something, but I go do that real quick.
No, that's fine, man.
Yeah, just run the show for me and I'll be back.
I got you, bro.
All right.
JVB boy said, I just had a family reunion in Vegas. My mama's sister trip there through Southwest was supposed to be 1 day, 3.5 hour trip. Oof. I feel it though, man. But yeah, while Landlord do that, man, let's go ahead and discuss the young man Caelen Carson out of Wake Forest. Now listen, I did not expect for him to pop the way that he has. And I ain't gonna hold you. You know, I don't want to put too much stock into what he's doing in practice because folks had a lot of positive things to say about Eric Scott last year in practice, and then it never actually translated in preseason, and then it never actually translated in an actual football game last year. So you know, I want to just slow down on it just a little bit. But just based off what everybody is saying, basing off what you are able to see, you know, he's very good in coverage. He's gotten his hand on the ball. He's gotten interceptions. He's broken up passes. He's made it very hard to get into the route. And remember, in the actual game of football, if you make the wide receiver late to where they need to be, you actually won. If the wide receiver needs to be open in 2 seconds and you make it to where they don't get open to 3 or 4, the quarterback has already gotten off of that read by that time. So if he could be sticky in coverage at the point of attack, disrupt the timing on routes, and he's already gotten his hand on the ball multiple times in training camp, those are skills that can translate into an actual game. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying I want to be hesitant, but you always want to hear things like that when it comes to a cornerback. You know, it's cool to be a turnover guy. It's cool to be able to, you know, force turnovers and all these other things. But you can be a sticky coverage guy, man to man. You can shut somebody down, take away a side of the field, or take a particular player out of a game. That goes a hell of a lot further than just getting interceptions. Oh yeah. I stopped sending super chats since I found out YouTube takes money out for themselves. They take a nice percentage out. So let's say you sent like a $10 super chat to somebody. I think they take almost 50%. So really, if you sent $10, we're probably only seeing 5 of it. You know, you send $1, we probably only seeing about 50 cents. So like YouTube be taxing. YouTube be taxing, and we still got to pay Uncle Sam out of the other money we make enough. So, yeah. But you know, it is what it is. Said I did. The defense will be better. Let's see what else y'all saying in the chat box. And hey, there's 104 people on here across all platforms. Make sure y'all double tap and hit the like button, man. Make sure y'all hit the like button on all the pages. Make sure y'all hit the share button on all the pages. We really appreciate the love and support right there, man. It said injuries building up. Yeah, man. So that is one thing I do want to talk about. Luke Schoonmaker. Now, listen, I've heard Luke made a couple of plays, but he's hurt again from what I also heard. He was hurt last year, right? So it's becoming a bit of concern for Luke. And the thing is, we already felt there were other tight ends on the team that could probably develop and be better than what Luke Schoonmaker is, because Luke Schoonmaker, you know, wasn't really a playmaking tight end in college, right? When he was in college, he was more of a blocking tight end and not really much of a pass catcher, receiver, anything like that. So the fact that he's older, the fact that he's showing to be injury prone, and the fact that he still has to develop as a pass catcher and receiver when there's already guys on the team that's already there and are still also competent blockers, it makes me feel like we probably wasted that pick. You know what I'm saying? He seemed like a good dude. You know, he seemed like a real good dude. But in terms of what the Dallas Cowboys need, we probably could have used that roster spot on a different player. You know, I'm not trying to be mean or anything else like that, but you know, it is what it is. Said Luke has a groin injury, but said it's nothing serious. He'll be back soon. He always has something, and that's the issue with Luke. You know what I'm saying? It's not that Luke always has issues. Luke has, you know, like if it were just once or whatever, you know, I would understand, but Luke always has some kind of injury bug going on, man. Luke always has something going on. Yeah, listen, you could have spent that second round pick on a wide receiver. You could have took Tank Dell. You could have took A-Chain. You could have took any of these other available players that was out there when we picked him. Right? There was no need to even take him. Even if you went tight end, you could have took Sam Laporta. You could have took Sam Laporta. There was a bunch of other needs you could have took. You could have took an offensive lineman, right? You could have took the boy from Florida. There was all these other options for the Dallas Cowboys, and we ended up choosing to get Luke Schoonmaker, who isn't really ready yet. You know, he's somebody got to put in the oven, let him bake for 350 degrees. You know, for 6 hours. This is a slow process. This ain't no play you just pop in the microwave and they ready. He still got to develop. And him being injured has slowed down his development. What's up, What's up, Jose? What's up, Justin? He said that's how Hendershot got on the field last year because Phillips got hurt. Yeah, they said Hendershot was in danger of being gone. You know, they said that Hendershot was on the roster bubble. All right, so let's move on to somebody else. Really, let's talk about this rumor before we talk about actual players here, because this is something that I need to happen. I'm not sure if it's really going to transpire or not. But Dallas Cowboys need defensive tackle help. And there is a player that is supposedly, you know, out there for the Dallas Cowboys to bring in. And his name is, what was the boy? Linval Joseph. Linval Joseph. So this is a defensive tackle, Linval Joseph. He's being linked to the Dallas Cowboys. And listen, I don't think he's going to. I don't think he's a savior. I don't think he's going to put on a Superman cape and come in and all our interior woes are going to disappear into thin air or nothing like that. But he is a very solid defensive tackle. He's good at run support, and he's played in Mike Zimmer's scheme. He was with Mike Zimmer when he was the head coach of the Minnesota Vikings. So bringing in somebody like Linval Joseph makes so much sense for the Dallas Cowboys. Hold on, Landlord got a PayPal. Let me save the link. Hold on, let me copy the link. I mean, he's old. Remember, JVB boy. If anybody is available, you know the criteria for them for why they're available right now. They're old, they're not that good, or they're injured. Those are the criteria, you know, right now to be an available free agent at this time. You're old, you're hurt, you're not that good, or it's a combination of all three. You might be old, hurt, and not that good. But Linval Joseph, last time he played, was a pretty decent interior defensive lineman. But Landlord is back. I'm gonna put my brother back on the screen so you can see the whites of his eyes. Oh, never mind. He done put the shades on. He's Landlord again. I told him I told him when he ain't got his shades on, he's his government name, which I will not give out. But you know, yeah. But I went ahead and I put Landlord's PayPal in the whatchamacallit, in the chat box. So y'all,
hey, I appreciate the donation from King P and Anthony, man. Appreciate y'all for the cash apps too, man. I really appreciate it. Like we said, we stress the cash apps because especially in a situation like this, we get the money right away. You know, the super chats take a month. So we appreciate those too, but this is a pretty custom situation right now. So that's why we appreciate that too, man.
Indeed.
I don't know how PayPal work at all, but it should come right away, I believe.
Yeah, all you got to do is link a card. Once they pay you on PayPal, you can have it directly deposited onto that card that you linked. So whatever debit card you put on there is what card that you get the money to after you accept the payment or whatever.
So what did I leave out in, man? Because I know it took me a little minute, but I had to finagle.
Yo, you good, bro? We were talking about, we were talking about Caelen Carson. So that's where it was. I wanted to get your thoughts process on them raving about Caelen Carson before we talk about Linval Joseph.
You know, sometimes you gotta watch for the shout out to Boss Cowboy, the wee woo report sometimes. But I think this actually legitimate right here. I think they like Carson so much, and I think he's kind of living up to what they thought he'd be. And I got some comments for another cornerback that we know and love. You know what I'm saying? I got some comments that really felt, I don't know, I don't want to change the subject. Well, you was just on Caelen right now?
You can talk about what you want to, man.
Okay, because I was kind of, I ain't gonna lie, I was looking at Duran with a little side eye because he was getting dead in lately, man. Duran was getting dead bad lately. But look, Duran made himself known yesterday. I seen him show up. He finally started making some plays on his side of the ball. So that was a good sign. Like, we know Duran is a good corner, but all I seen was him getting dead in from our receivers. And, CD ain't even here. So that wasn't – it's always weird with these practices because you want all your players to do good, but somebody got to be a victim.
Hey,
Go ahead.
Real quick. She said, Henny, where is the PayPal for Landlord? I pinned it to the top of my YouTube page. So if you go, you might not be able to see it on here from his page, but if you go to my YouTube page and go to the top, you'll see the link to his PayPal.
It's at Landlord from Alabama. So whatever you usually have, the rest is just at Landlord from Alabama.
And yo, what's up with you, Mickey? I see you in the chat box. Appreciate you for tapping
What's
in.
happening with you, Mickey? I'm here today. Wait now. I gotta relocate, so I'm gonna be out there closer to y'all now.
Mm-hmm. Yes, indeed. Yeah. But you were saying that your boy Bland was getting barbecued. What you trying to tell me?
Yeah, man, he was getting baptized out there, and it wasn't an encouraging sight, man, to be honest. And like, I just gotta be real. Like, I was getting a little discouraged. I was looking like, man, come on, Duran, because we did see him kind of, have a little hurt of the jump last season, especially that Seattle game. And believe it or not, the game he played Washington when he broke the record, he was having a real hard game. Really, he was struggling that game too.
It was some rough patches for sure.
Yeah, it was a little rough patch in the season for him. So it was good to see him start to fight back during camp, because like we seen Brandon Cooks catch over him, we seen somebody else to catch over him too.
Yeah,
what Miss Sabika said?
She was trying to see what your cash app, your PayPal was.
Oh, okay, yeah. It's on now, Miss Sabika. So, hey, that'll be it going forward. Now I got a PayPal. But it's just encouraging to see Duran making some plays on his side of the ball now. You know what I'm saying? Because I think Toba caught over him a couple times. Brandon Cooks caught over him a couple times. Like, most of the highlights that you've been seeing been on Duran Bland.
I mean, this is the thing. Like, Duran Bland is a very good player, but he's a better ball hawk than coverage guy. So, I think you can get him with precise routes and them freaky ass releases and stuff like that. If you're a pristine route runner, you can get open on Duran Bland. But he's
not that sticky. He's more baity. Yeah. He gonna bait you a little bit.
But if he know what the hell is coming, if it was a simple route concept, it's going the other way. He gonna jump. He gonna jump it. He got sure hands, and we already seen his speed in the open field. So
he's like playing with fire, man. You gonna get him most of the time, but one time he gonna burn you. So like that's how he is.
He's like Trey in 2021. When Trey had,
I was about to say, I can't even say Trey like that no more though, because we seen Trey play both ways.
2021. That's why I said 2021, because that's all they asked him to do is guess on routes and jump routes and make plays like that. But like, Trey is a much better coverage guy at this point in his career. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's one thing that we also got to remember about Duran Bland. This is only year 3 for him. You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy, really. You don't even look at him like a 3-year player. Duran is that good. You just really blew my mind with that. Like, I don't look at him as a 3-year star. I look at him as Duran Bland. So he's done so well that he makes you even forget about that. Yeah, that's great.
He had 5 picks as a rookie. Did not get any accolades for it, but he had 5 interceptions as a raw rookie corner. Then he turned right back around and became an All-Pro and broke a long-standing NFL record in his second year as a starter. Right.
Wow.
So, that's why we don't view Duran Bland like that. Same way that we view Michael Parsons. He's been good he's been good since he got into the league, so we don't really look at him as a young player. You know what I'm saying?
Bland and Parsons came together, right?
No, Bland came in 2022.
Oh, okay.
And then, he broke out last year in 2023.
This is Michael's 3rd year, though, right?
No, this is
Michael's 4th year.
4th year.
Oh, okay.
And then Michael got one more year next year because we picked up his 5th year option.
5th year option. Okay. Yeah. I knew what I was missing was, I know he's technically eligible for a contract, but he's still under contract. That's what was missing. That was what was mixing me up.
Yeah, that's exactly it. He's eligible for a contract. Oh, by the way, Deron Bland himself will be eligible for a contract after this season.
Yes.
So, hey,
that's why I said stuff like trade him, bro. Cause like I love Deron as a corner, man, but I just don't know if we gonna pay him.
Because remember,
I just don't know if we're gonna pay him.
I was just gonna say, remember, that's probably why they very happy to report anything about Caelen Carson. Deron Bland might be out the damn door before you know it, because he's gonna be. Listen, he's earned a high caliber cornerback contract. He's got the second most interceptions. He's been a first team All Pro, and even if this year he don't make an All Pro, even if he's a Pro Bowl guy, he's been a Pro Bowl guy, high interception turnover guy. Every damn year pretty much. So he would have earned a top caliber cornerback contract, and then you still got to figure out, are you going to give Jake Ferguson his extension? Because he's going to be up for an extension after this year as well. Tyler Smith going to be up for an extension next year as well. He'll be eligible. You got Michael Parsons' contract coming down the pipeline. You still ain't signed Dak. You still ain't signed CD Lamb. You still ain't signed Osa Odigizua, by the way, who's also going to be a free agent after this year. So there's a bunch of guys need their bread, you know what I'm saying, and there's they don't really want to give that money up properly. So somebody gonna
now listen to this. Now listen to this, Craven. Now we see this. We don't get paid millions of dollars to do this. We're not Stephen Jones. We're not Dollar Bill. But we do know the future. We know that these players are on a contract and it's on a timeline. Just like Craven just said, Bland and Furr contracts coming up. It's the same situation that Dak contract was coming up, CD contract was coming up, and Michael had a potential contract right there. So let's not act like they're innocent in this. They know what was coming, and they still sat there and let it happen. It's like they've been a deer in headlights. They sat there the whole time while the car was coming and just couldn't move. You see what I'm saying? Like, that's what we've been doing. So we knew this freight train was coming, and we still ran towards it. So it's no sympathy for me for the front office. It just don't make sense. Like, they put themselves in this own predicament.
Yeah, and like we said, we mentioned Tyler Smith too. And listen, all those guys are good players. That's the crazy shit about it. Like, we ain't got no name guys coming up for a contract extension that we don't care about re-signing. We got all pros and Pro Bowlers coming up for contracts. Jake Ferguson was a Pro Bowler, if I'm not mistaken. He was an alternate. He still was a Pro Bowler. He still was one of the top tight ends in the NFC.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to Big Time in the building.
Man, Big Time in this mug. What's up, man?
Shout out to Big Time in the building. What's happening? But yeah, like you said, bro, these ain't no Rudy Poo players. These are some big dogs. And look, we got people projecting Jake Ferguson, and I agree that he'll probably be an All-Pro next year. Like, I see Jake Ferguson being a great player next year, and that's what they gonna play him as. But guess what? They still be hesitant to pay him as it. And that's what's so crazy. So, like, just like you said, you was absolutely right. Deron Bland has earned his contract, but guess what? So has Dak. So has CD Lamb. So has Michael Parsons. You see what I'm saying? It doesn't matter in Dallas. So that's what I said, bro. Like, I don't want this to be a negative screen, but I just got to keep it real with my folks. Because, like, when you sit back, say, for instance, if your son was a young player on the Dallas Cowboys, right? And y'all trying to figure out a way to get him paid. What would that blueprint be? Like, what would you tell him to do? Because, like, they've done, all these players we described, they've done everything right. They've been model citizens. They've been balling out on the field. They've been focused. They ain't messed up. They ain't got in trouble. They ain't got caught with nothing. They ain't juiced up. They ain't did nothing wrong. So why can't these players get their money? I just don't understand. So what would your advice be to your son? Think about that. What would your advice be? Because when you think about it, it's like, it's very discouraging when I can't tell you how to get paid here.
I mean, you're right, because there is absolutely not a blueprint. Because you can be an MVP candidate. You can be an offensive player of the year candidate. You can be an all-pro. You can be an Iron Man and not miss any games. He still not get paid. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know. I wouldn't want. Listen. I love the Dallas Cowboys. That's the team I've been rocking with my whole life. I wouldn't want one of my family members to play for the Dallas Cowboys.
Listen, if they got the same front office, no. Like, because like I said,
over.
I'm team first, but when I say team first, you got to think it's still intertwined with the players. Because what's best for the team is what? For us to have great players. So it's still kind of intertwined with it. So you just got to think, man, we got to do it right like that, man. We got to pay these people. If we want nice things, we got to pay for it.
And Chris said, Landlord, that the new format was just a trial. It is, you know what I'm saying? But also, Landlord is traveling. So this is a better format for when folks is going off of their phone.
Yeah, I'm on the road. I'm out here in LA right now. Gonna get ready to head to Oxnard very shortly. So, yeah. The content gonna take a little hit when you're doing stuff like this, man. But you know, we're gonna get it right though. We're gonna give y'all some exclusive stuff as well.
Indeed. C. Burleson in the building. What's up with you, man? Salute to y'all. And hey, man, y'all continue to hit my boy Cash App. Continue to hit those super chats. Continue to hit those share button and those like buttons, man. No, bless my brother while he out there on the road, man.
Shout out to Just the Kitchen, man, because I appreciate it, man, because that's real. Yeah, it's been a rough situation, man. But like I said, I know I feel a little better when I get to see my Cowboys out there, man. I get to see my Cowboys out there.
Indeed. So, hey, man, let's pivot back towards some of these winners and losers. Because we can say that up to this point, for what they're reporting, Carson is a winner, right? We can say that Carson is a winner. Did we talk about Trey Lance at all, or what? Did we already touch on him?
Oh, my bad, hallelujah. I appreciate you, man. Hey, I didn't know that, so I just said what I seen, but I appreciate you, sir. My bad. We don't go by government names in the trap or the liquor store. You know, we're going to call you by your nickname. You know what I'm saying? But my bad, bro.
It's all good. But yeah, did we touch?
Yeah, Craven. I'm out here stranded, and I'm still giving y'all some content. So that's how we get down. Oh shit, we got a weirdo in the building. Hey, shoot fire upon him.
Man, listen, he over there in the trap with that shit, man. You gave that man some of that.
No.
That shit. You gave that man some of the shit that killed Pookie.
He got some of that. What Smokey was smoking. Man. That's what it was. My bad, G.
All right, so let's talk about
winners Trey. And losers, you said. Let's do it.
Yeah, so let's talk about Trey real quick, because he's a loser right now. They got
Trey who now? Trey Von Diggs or Trey the other Trey? Because you can't call him Trey.
Quit playing.
You can't call him Trey.
No,
bro. Don't call him Trey. His name is Trey Lance. Okay?
Sir, listen damn good. Trayvon Diggs don't even need to practice. So I don't even know why you even playing with the church's money right now.
Shout out to Neil for the cash out, man. I appreciate y'all, man. Y'all just don't know. It's gonna help your boy go a long way, man. It really is, because I got a lot of stuff I gotta do, and I appreciate y'all, man.
Indeed. Salute to Neil, man. Appreciate him for supporting my boy. So yeah, man. Ashtray. Trey Lance. So this is Joseph Hoyt. He said he thought that Dak had one of his sharpest days, and then he thought that Trey Lance did not. He said on the flip side, I thought it was Trey Lance's worst day at camp. He had a solid 2-minute drill to end the day, but the 2 interceptions he had in the previous team drills weren't great. Bobby Belt said Lance doesn't look like a legitimate NFL quarterback right now. And then Professor O, you know, we rock with Professor O in the liquor store. He'd have been on the show and some more stuff. Trey Lance isn't making a super strong case for quarterback 2 right now. So if you're talking about losers and you're projecting what somebody was supposed to be, Trey Lance was supposed to have won the quarterback 2 job for Cooper Rush. That was all anybody been talking about, right? He's not on track to do that right now. He has not looked good. If the season was to start right now, Cooper Rush would still be quarterback 2 and Trey Lance would not be active. Would that not be a loser in your eyes? Land? What the hell is landlord? I think Cuz froze on me. But anyway, yeah, so at this particular moment in time, you cannot say that Trey Lance is living up to, to anything. Right? Now, Brandon, that's very fair. That's very fair. Give him preseason. Mike McCarthy already plans to play the shit out of Trey Lance in preseason. Right? So he'll get all the opportunities to improve his stock and to show that if any of his athletic traits and any of the intangibles and any of the talent that he has actually translates into an NFL live action game. Because remember, Trey Lance has not played a lot of football. He didn't play a lot of football in high school. He didn't play a lot of football in college. And since he's been in the league, he ain't played a lot of football. So he's still very raw, and he's gotten by off of raw athletic ability up to this point in time. So we'll see if he can see the field better. But those are some of the critiques. He's missing some easy throws. He's lacking touch of some of his throws. He's throwing interceptions. You know what I'm saying? Now, he's thrown some great deep balls. There have been some great deep balls. Like for the throw when he just got to throw the ball hard in the general direction of somebody, he looks great. When he takes off running with the football, he looks great. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, he's fast. He's big. He got a big ass arm. Right? Those things are true. But it's not always about that. Like deep ball throws are probably the lowest percentage of the throws that you actually take. Right? So on the routine throws, the check down throws, the throws to the flats, the throws where you got to have some anticipation and timing, that's where he's struggling. That's where he's throwing these interceptions to the defenders. Willie Harvey got a pick off him. Marquise Bell got a pick 6 off of him. I think Caelen Carson got a pick off him as well. So he's throwing the ball to the wrong team at this point in time. Right? And some of the throws that he does see, he's not getting them there the way that he should. He's still being inaccurate on some of the other throws. At least that was being reported. I'm not there. But these are 3 separate people talking about it. Even Law said on this particular day he did not have a great day of training camp. Right? Because this is like a day old. This is like either from Thursday or Friday. I forget which one. I mean, look, no quarterback on this team was going to take Dak Prescott's job. Right? Like, Dak Prescott was the MVP runner-up. The other players in the league just voted Dak Prescott as a top 5 quarterback. Right? So, it's not like Dak Prescott is a Rudy Poo or a scrub or any of this other stuff. I know a lot of us get frustrated with the lack of playoff success the Dallas Cowboys have had. But Dak Prescott as an individual player is one of the best players at his position in the entire NFL. Right? The writers who vote for the MVP thought so when they gave him second team All-Pro. The players thought so when they voted him number 5 for QBs in the National Football League. So Dak Prescott is a very good quarterback. So, it was never a thought process of somebody taking his job. But I did want the Dallas Cowboys to get some kind of return on investment from Trey Lance. I did want them to get some kind of return on investment. Because you spent a 4th round pick for Trey Lance. The Dallas Cowboys have been great picking in the 4th round in recent years. Dak Prescott was a 4th round pick. That was a home run signing. Jake Ferguson was a 4th round pick. That was a home run signing. Tyler Biadasz was a 4th round pick. You got a starter and a Pro Bowler in that round, right? Dalton Schultz was a 4th round pick. He was a very good tight end for you, even though, he wasn't the best blocker in the world, but he was still a starting caliber tight end and a receiving threat for you. Like, the Dallas Cowboys track record with picking players in the 4th round has been exceptional. And instead of giving your decision makers another opportunity to get another diamond in the rough in the 4th round, especially when you still needed another running back, you still needed wide receiver depth and everything else, You went and traded away a 4th-round pick for Trey Lance, and he has not materialized or developed the way that you wanted him to. Right? Nobody expected for Trey Lance to come over to the Dallas Cowboys and not at least be the backup quarterback. Like, for real, think about this. Trey Lance was a top 3 pick, and he cannot even beat out Cooper Rush right now. Or at least up to this point, he has not beaten out Cooper Rush. You were a top 3 pick in the NFL draft, a top 3 pick in the NFL draft, and you have not been able to beat out Cooper Rush. Like, that's some crazy shit when you think about that in perspective. Because listen, if I told you when Trey Lance was drafted that he would not be better than Cooper Rush, nobody would have believed me. Nobody would have believed me. They would have banned my channel. Y'all would have unfollowed me and some more shit. But that's really what's going on right now. He's not a better quarterback right now.
Yes, sir. Talking about Trey Lance.
Yeah, we talk about Trey Lance.
I seen him make a good throw to Brandon Cooks.
Listen, he making like I was saying before you left. The things that they're saying about Trey Lance, he's lacking touch on the football. He's erratic with the throws. He's turning the ball over. He's throwing interceptions. Now when he throw the ball down the field, right? When he got to throw the ball hard, or he got to throw the ball down the field, he looks good. Because throws like that, you don't have to have touch on them. But when you got to layer a throw, when you got to get through your progression and get to somebody and put some touch on the ball, he's struggling with that.
I told you, like, D-balls, even though it still take a little skill to throw them, you know what I'm saying? Because you still need to be lined up properly, but the receiver can do most of the work on the deep ball. If you throw it far enough, he got to go get up under it. You know what I'm saying? But like you said, them shorter throws, them intermediate throws, stuff like that take a little more accuracy and a little more touch. When you throwing over a linebacker right before the safety and all of that, finding spots like that, that's where the skill set come in. That's the advanced levels of skill set when it comes to being accurate as a quarterback. Mm-hmm. But like you said, I mean, I seen him make a few plays, man. We already know it's not going to be the greatest thing ever. Now, one thing we do got to keep in mind, like Brian Schottenheimer, some people, you know, the Dak haters and the fools will hear him say stuff like Dak is getting his footwork together and Trey is getting his footwork together. They're not talking about normal footwork to be a quarterback. They're talking about how the footwork is married to the West Coast offense. They're talking about how, his progression is married to his footwork as a quarterback in the West Coast offense. So those are things that Trey Lance got to get together too. See, the haters will be like, see, Dak got to get his footwork together and all of that. No, they talking about how his footwork is tied to the system and his progressions in the West Coast offense. So that's what Trey Lance got to get together. And, this is his second year being in the offense, and he wasn't in the offense in training camp last year, though. Mm-hmm. So we got to give him that. So this is technically his install, even though he got it during the season. But ain't nobody really just teaching you from scratch like that in the season. We giving you what we need far as the game plan for week to week. You know what I'm saying? Now, it seems like you'll have somebody that's just teaching them, but honestly, he might have to seek out special attention himself in that regard, because on a week-to-week basis, when they in game plan mode, they're not really doing that type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? They're not going to teach you how to be a quarterback.
No. And this is the thing too, right? Because listen, I believe that Trey Lance has talent. I'm not saying he's a scrub, but what we have to realize, he ain't played a lot of football, bro. He didn't play a lot of football in high school, college, NFL, nothing. Like the man is so raw. I'm not sure how he got drafted so damn high. I'm not sure how he got drafted. He should have stayed in college.
He got drafted high because of his record. He had a great record at that college. What it was, wherever Carson went.
Wentz went to. But that's the thing.
Yeah.
Like Trey Lance only had played-
North Dakota State. Yeah.
Let me see. Trey Lance college record. He barely lost, but he only played like a handful of damn football games. Hold on.
I think he was like 30 and some and like one or some crazy stuff.
I don't even think he played 30 games, bro. Let me see. Did he play 30 games? Let me see. Let me go to his
He badly lost a game. But like I said, if you go back and look at that tape, he was running around. He was just a superior athlete. And he'll run around and dodge pressure until he finds somebody open. So that's not really sustainable on the NFL level.
Unless you're Lamar Jackson.
You know, you got to be the elite of the elite to be able to do that.
You gave that man way too damn much credit.
How many games he won?
He started 17 games and he won 17 games.
Okay, I knew he had a ridiculous
you know what you're thinking about, bro?
What?
His touchdown interception ratio was 30-1.
See, I knew I went crazy. I knew it was some ridiculous. That sounds impressive, don't it? You never lost a game. You win 31 touchdowns with only one interception. That sounds great.
But when you think about it, he had 0 starts in 2018. He only attempted 1 pass. And he had 8 rush attempts, had 2 rushing touchdowns. He was 16-0 in 2019. His stats were 2,786 yards, 28 passing touchdowns, 0 picks, 14 rushing touchdowns, and 1,100 yards on the ground. He only played 1 game in 2020 due to COVID. He won that game. He threw 2 touchdowns. He threw to his 1 pick for his college career. He ran for another 2 touchdowns. So he ended up with 30 passing touchdowns and 18 rushing touchdowns. But that is such a small sample size. He only played the equivalent of an NFL season for his entire collegiate career.
That's nothing. And then he's 23 years old.
Yep.
He's younger than Michael Penix.
Which is crazy. So yeah, because yeah, man, like he ain't played no football.
That's why I'm trying to see. I believe San Francisco was just taking that risk because they know they got Shanahan. They like, man, Shanahan could do it. All we need is to throw a little salt and pepper on him, and he gonna be ready. You know what I'm saying? With Shanahan, but nah, we ain't worried about him.
Man,
I don't think he's gonna be ready this year. And think about this: if he's not ready this year, then what you do with him? What do you do with him?
Somebody need to go ahead and shoot D7, E7 in the head for talking crazy about land.
Yeah, I seen that goofball, man. I know. Look, I ain't pay him no mind, bro.
Hold on, I'll go.
Cause I'm sure it's a guy who worry about how another guy look. And you know, that's weird. That's weird behavior where I come from.
So you trying to say he a freaky ass nigga that should have stayed his ass in the
Yeah, he a 69 guy.
Oh.
Ask your girl how I look. Don't you worry about how I look, sir. But go ahead, man.
Oh, never mind. Brandy already done took the nigga out the game. We good.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, man. Let's continue to somebody that's actually having a good training camp, and that's a quarterback, and he's your starting quarterback. I keep hearing good things about Dak Prescott. So Todd Archer said Dak Prescott. This is from yesterday. All right, so he said Dak Prescott completed 16 of the 28 passes in the 7-on-7 teamwork. So that means, you know, that's when they were going up against each other. 5 touchdowns. He has yet to be picked off since the padded practices started. A stretch of 95 straight passes unofficially. He opened a 2-minute drill with a bomb to Cooks and ended with a crossing route to Jalen Cropper for a touchdown. They also are saying, you know, we're going to marry this together. They're also saying that the Jalen Marino Cropper been going crazy. Right,
True.
So that's one person that's having an outstanding training camp. I just don't know if he's going to be able to break through. You know, I just don't know if he'll be able to break through the rotation. But we'll see, man. You know, we'll see. But Dak Prescott is balling without CeeDee Lamb. Now, do I think he can continue to ball without CeeDee Lamb in an actual game against some of the best corners in the National Football League and some of the best defensive minds? Maybe not. But, you know, up to this point, Dak Prescott has looked in full control of the West Coast offense. So, Land, let me ask you, statistically, what are your expectations for Dak Prescott in 2024?
I look for it to be, a normal run-of-the-mill Dak Prescott season. You know what I'm saying? Which is top tier, one of the best in the NFL. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, let the haters hate, man. We know what we have. And what we do have is one of the better quarterbacks in the league. Regardless of your top 100, regardless of your quarterbacks from the GMs and all of this goofiness, you're going to naturally get hate regardless if you're a Dallas Cowboys quarterback, man. And I like it, though. I really do. Because I just don't think people understand how much they fuel that. Like, I don't even think we'll get this great of a Dak Prescott if it wasn't for the haters. So we got to be appreciative to what they do. Like, I promise you, I could tell that Dak is one of them people who is really fueled off of this. Like, he will never stop because of y'all. So I want y'all to keep it up, actually. Like, all the people who talk crazy about that, because I feel like he performed in the clutch and he's motivated behind it. He's fueled behind it. He really is. That man remember every quarterback that was drafted before him. He say that all the time. He wears that on his shoulder. So I want a guy like that that's motivated like that. I want you to have your enemies hung up in your locker room. You know what I'm saying? I want you to have your haters, every coach that told you ain't going to make it, posted up in your locker room so you can go at them every day. So you can remember what the motivation is every day. So, hey, and then I feel like it gets the best results. So that's what I need right there. I'm a fan of it. So keep hating on Dak so he can keep shutting y'all up every year. Give him more motivation.
Oh, he said, can we take a moment to talk about how fire Landlord hat is? That was nice.
Hey, I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that, man.
Man,
yes, sir. This that shark too.
Man, cuz talking about how about them Steelers? Fuck the Steelers.
He said, teach this freak some English. Good grief. Y'all be waking up on the wrong side of the bed. Somebody pissed in your Cheerios, your Captain Crunch, and your Cinnamon Toast Crunch, bro. That's crazy.
These folks crazy. Man.
They be having miserable lives. It be funny to me. It's crazy.
Well, this is what I'm going to say about folks.
We're going to pray for you niggas.
This is what I'm going to say about Dak, though, man. Like, nobody really disrespects Dak that's in the league. The player said he was a top 5 quarterback. You know what I'm saying? Like, now you can poo-poo on their shit because they said Lamar was the best quarterback in the league. You know what I'm saying? Then they also voted Tyreek Hill as the best player in the league. That's neither here nor there. But the players that actually go up against Dak Prescott respect the shit out of Dak Prescott. They think he's one of the best in the business. You know what I'm saying? They respect Dak and he tear their ass up. Not too many people to be beating Dak Prescott like that. So, like, the players respect Dak Prescott. And really, to a degree, part of the people that actually vote for these for the shit respect Dak Prescott. He still got awarded an All-Pro. You know what I'm saying? So he might not get the love that he deserves. It really just be the goofies that flat out say Dak Prescott can't play, or that he's a scrub, or that he's ass, or all this other shit that they be talking about. It be them goofy motherfuckers. Like, folks that actually have football integrity know Dak Prescott is like that. And really, that's the litmus test. How you feel about Dak Prescott really displays what the fuck you know about football. If you one of those casual dudes that's just gonna say Dak Prescott ain't shit, he's a scrub, this, that, and the third, you don't really know what the fuck you're talking about. If you can have an open, nuanced discussion about how well he performs, and then you can have your own critiques about the Dallas Cowboys in of themselves, about them feeling like it's an organization, you might know what the hell you're talking about. But just to say Dak Prescott ain't shit when all these other quarterbacks, people will tell you Dak Prescott ain't shit, and then we'll look you dead in the eye and say Justin Herbert's top 5.
That's why you don't listen to people that's on drugs and stuff, man. That's why you don't do that. You know what I'm saying? Leave them alone. Let them do what they do. Let them go wig out in the corner by themselves. You know what I'm saying? Just, hey, if they stop breathing or moving, just pour some cold water on them and call the cops for them. So that's how we handle those goofballs like that.
You need some milk.
Yeah, he needs some milk. But yeah, man. Hey, we know Dak don't get respected the way he should. And like I said, that fuels. So, hey, he got some fuel to that fire. I like it.
I like it too, man, because Dak Prescott, and listen, for a very, very, very long time, Dak Prescott has been one of the better players in the league, man.
Now you see the tide starting to turn far as Michael Parsons too.
Man, they hate Michael.
You see the tide turning. Like now they starting to disrespect Michael Parsons a little bit, ain't it? Now he dropping in the list and they saying this and they saying that. Hey, I want to see what a motivated Michael Parsons looks like.
Alex Bell said, fuck the Cowboys. Y'all ain't done shit since the 90s. Same shit every year. Yet you took your goofy ass onto a Dallas Cowboys podcast, took time out of your Sunday where you could be begging the Lord to make you less ugly, to come on here and type some bullshit, in the
that nigga said fake hair. These folks crazy.
That nigga said
you wake up and come on a YouTube channel to talk about somebody, bro. Yeah, wow.
Folks is retarded. Like, what the hell is wrong with these folks, man? Just pray for them.
And I bet money you ugly. And I bet money you got a miserable life. That's what's crazy. Because look, people that's having good lives, they don't wake up and go on YouTube and blurt out ignorance to people. That be the miserable people. You know what I'm saying? I'm already hip, Mr. Joseph. You're a hot steaming pile of shit, and you want to come over here and put it on somebody.
Yeah, these folks.
Man, my bad, man. Hey, bro, just make sure you tighten your helmet up on your way home on that short bus, sir, and have a good day.
Yeah, man. Yeah, that's some crazy shit. Anyway, back to important shit, because these niggas ain't important at all.
That nigga said I got fake hair. You think I'm Jimmy? He on my
bald-headed nigga talking.
He on that Jimmy Butler guy. He said I'm on that Jimmy Butler vibe, baby. He going, wow. This man is crazy.
Oh shit. He said nobody.
So why you here coming, goofball? You still here coming. Most people that got brains attached in their head, all they do is when they see something they not interested in, they stroll up. They keep strolling. So you still here and you're still stupid. So get up. See, I don't know, man. Y'all, hey, shoot at these people, man, so we can actually give content, because we ain't going, though, because we'll do you bad. Now, hey, I got jokes for days. I can do your ass dirty. You're lucky you ain't showing your face. That's what it is, because I really get the cooking. You're lucky I ain't on my channel. I make you feel like crap, for real.
Benjamin said, what y'all think about Dak doing great in the regular season, but failing? Just like most other quarterbacks in the league. Like, who are these quarterbacks winning the playoffs y'all keep bringing up, man? It ain't Justin Herbert. It ain't Kyler Murray. It really ain't Jalen Hurts. That motherfucker winning loss. It ain't Trevor Lawrence. It damn sure ain't Josh Allen, who only to beat one starter in the postseason. Lamar Jackson got down to the same record as Dak Prescott. Y'all be talking about one quarterback. It's Patrick Mahomes. Like, y'all
I got a pleasant way to diss these haters nowadays, right? We just gonna ask them, sir, could you please put your pronouns in the chat and then exit stage left? We'll appreciate you.
So damn crazy.
I'm sure you got some specific pronouns that you would prefer. So make sure you put them in the chat before you exit stage left.
Man, this nigga, you sick, man?
This nigga laying in the bed.
Which one?
Hey man, this ain't Cowboys UnCut like that now. This ain't BET UnCut now. Don't hey, what you doing, Wes?
Hey man, listen to me. Today is Sunday Fun Day, nigga. Like before 12, I belong to my family before 12 on a Sunday. So they still owe that. They still owe me for about an hour and 15 minutes.
You would come when I'm about to get up out of here. It's an hour already.
Man, hey, y'all gotta tell me the night before so I can at least wake up. You know what I'm saying? You can't. Listen to me. I am not the house is burning, we need to get up and run type, bro. That's not me, bro. You need to tell me the night before the house is gonna be on fire so I can be up by the time.
The thing about it is, I totally feel what you mean now, because it's only 10 o'clock here. So
yes, bro. And you look like you've been awake for 4. This dude got his hat on like he's been up for 9 hours. What the hell's wrong with you, bro? You're on vacation.
I'm not.
This landlord is the type of person that go on vacation and still get up at the same time he go to work.
I did. Listen, I just got back from vacation today, nigga.
Landlord just sitting there, twiddling his fingers, just like, should I go to work? No, you're on vacation and go back to sleep.
Nah, I'd have had a rough trip here, man. You know, I'd have had a whole bunch of stuff.
Hey, everybody tell landlord you're on vacation. Go back to sleep, bro. What are you doing?
We got work to do, man. We got work to do.
They said Cowboys only fans. Hold on.
Yeah, I don't know what Wes got going on over there.
Oh, let me run to the restroom, man. Y'all chop it up. I'll be back.
Hey, man, I'll tell you this. We're going to be at camp tomorrow with it. 11, I'll be there. I'm going to be coming by myself, so the kiddos go back to school. I'm literally going to get up. Tomorrow's going to be a long day for the West Coast. I'm literally going to get up, take my kids to school, drop them off at the first day, and just get on the freeway. So I'll actually be on time. So, matter of fact, landlord, send me your address, because what I might do is I might just come to your spot or something, figure something out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I had to relocate. I had some issues with my Airbnb stuff, so I'm gonna be out there towards Oxnard.
Oh, that's even better, because that's where I would rather go. I would rather go straight to Oxnard instead of going to LA.
Yeah, I'm gonna be like 15 minutes. Like, I think it said like 11 minutes from Oxnard, from training.
Shit, that's even better.
So,
all right, so then I'll for sure try to get up. I might be able to come pick you up, because you know we got to do you know what I'm saying? Hey, the problem.
So you already know. Look, where I told you I was staying yesterday, because some people might think I'm cap. This is my first time talking to Wes.
Man, he was staying in Hollywood. This dude was staying by.
I was in LA.
Snoop Dogg. He was trying to stop.
I was in LA.
He was trying to stay by Snoop Dogg.
Now I gotta relocate to Oxnard, but it's all good.
Somebody told him that Snoop Dogg don't live in the hood no more. Landlord said, I'm trying to stay by Snoop Dogg, and then he Googled it and was like, dang, Snoop Dogg a billionaire now. He don't stay in the hood no more. Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah, it's time to go. I think that's a good subject to talk about. That's a good subject, Willie T. He said, what tight ends are standing out? Wes, with your eyes, you had eyes on.
John Stevens. Ferguson stands out because, you know, like, listen to me. Everybody on defense hates Ferguson. I don't know why, but they hate him. They love him, but they hate him. You know what I'm saying? Because Ferguson gets into it with everybody. It don't matter. He gets into it with everybody. But you want to know why they don't like him, though? Because he's effective. That's the only reason why a defense wouldn't like an offensive player, is because he's being effective. You know what I'm saying? So right now, I would probably say, I mean, they all look the same without 88 out there. I'm just keeping it real. But I would definitely say 81 is very noticeable. Ferguson's obviously noticeable. And then, what's that boy? Is he 83? The other wide receiver? I mean, Jalen Toller right now is making plays like a mother effer. You know what I'm saying? I think they're setting him up to be your number 2 by the end of the season. Not saying there's anything wrong with Brandon Cooks, but I mean, I think it just makes sense because he's a bigger receiver. You want your bigger receivers on the outside. You want your smaller receivers on the inside. Brandon Cooks could actually play longer playing as a slot because he's taking on less contact. He'll barely be getting tackled. It'll be like Randall Cobb. You know what I'm saying? Randall Cobb played long because he wasn't playing on the outside. He was playing on the inside. So I think Cowboys probably could use like a Brandon Cooks as that role and use Tober. But I'm gonna tell you this right now: if Jerry Jones says some slick shit about like, oh, the Cowboys aren't, we're okay because Jalen Tober's playing so well, be next for that statement next. Just get ready for that statement next. Like the Cowboys, how they always pick one player that's playing really good at practice and be like, just like what they did with Zeke. They were like, Tony, I'm going to tell you, the reason why the Dallas Cowboys said Zeke who is because Tony Pollard had just had a good preseason game.
That's why I'm a little cautious before I give them all that credit. That's why I'm a little cautious because, we got receiver drama going on. So, of course, they would embrace or embellish one of these receivers that we got. You know what I'm saying? That one of these receivers gonna be the greatest of all time for this camp right now, just because the CD ain't here. You know what I'm saying? They trying to lure CD Lamb back to camp or something. So you gotta watch for that. I don't know who it is. It might be Jalen Brooks. It might be Cropper. It might be Tober. I don't know who
It's
they
for sure Tober.
who they
It's for
put.
sure Tober as of right now. It's for sure Tober.
It's
look at
Tober, the one they
highlights.
trying to sell.
Yeah, but think about this though. If you go look at the highlights from a wide receiver, whose highlights are they pushing right now? Bro, you see more Jalen Tolbert videos. I'm gonna keep it real. There are more probably individual videos on Jalen Tolbert right now than anybody else. Because think about this. I saw videos of Jalen Tolbert scoring with Dak, and then they posted that Trey Lance's best throw of the year was to Jalen Tolbert on the sidelines.
I ain't see JC in the building. What going on with you?
What's up, JC?
What up,
Also,
JC?
another thing to think about when you bring up the Brandon Cooks situation, he a free agent next year. They want somebody to take over that role for for Brandon Cooks and to be cost efficient because they, like we talked about the upcoming contract extensions. Jake Ferguson need a contract next year. Our boy, DeRon Bland need a contract next year. Tyler Smith will be eligible for a contract next year. Osa Odigizua is a free agent next year, and then you still got the other contracts you ain't done, like Michael Parsons and Dak and CeeDee Lamb. So like
I ain't gonna lie.
Somebody gotta be cheap.
It might be Billy Johnson though, because they've been acting like Billy Johnson is the second coming. Like they've been talking so glowingly about him.
What's his number?
I forget his name.
13, I believe they got him.
Hey, yeah, he is. He is. You know what? Thank you for reminding me, because that's why I was actually telling folks. That's why I keep telling people that Demarion Overshown's number is going to change. He's not going to wear 13 this year. I promise you, he's not going to wear 13.
I don't like a linebacker wearing 13 anyway.
Bro, it looks weird, bro. It literally looks weird. It really
That's why I
weird.
said you got to be a former player to care that much about numbers. But it's some numbers that look good and it's numbers that's hideous. That's an ugly number, especially on a linebacker.
And then think about this, Landlord. We also understand that like football is a game of like, it's a game of faith, bro. Like that's why you see people in football who have like strong faith beliefs. You know what I'm saying? That's why guys will live and die by their numbers. You know, they'll live and die by how many spats they have. They'll live and die by like, I gotta wear this cleat on this foot. And bro, I'm gonna tell you this right now. Ain't nobody in a rush to pick 13. And listen to me. I know this is just superstition, but I'm just saying the last month of efforts that were 13 for a Dallas Cowboy did not do good. That's all I'm gonna say. So even Michael Irvin, listen to me. Michael Irvin said this about Michael Gallup. He said this. He said, I love Michael Gallup in his game, but he got to change that ugly number. That's exactly what Michael Irvin said.
I'm telling you, then you said a lot of athletes superstitious too, because I know I was. We know Dak is. We know Zeke is. You remember that season they had a good season. They didn't want to take the sleeves off. Like, yeah. I'm telling you, like, yeah, people, I guess I might have got it from being an athlete too. Like, I'm very superstitious. Like I ain't doing if something worked out wrong for me, I ain't doing that again.
You believe in faith, but it's not even superstitious. It's just you believe in a higher power. You believe that you didn't achieve all this because you got to think, bro. Like when you think about the actual numbers, there's only 1,600 people that can actually play in the NFL, bro. And there's probably millions of people trying to get in every year. So the chances that you make it in, there is for sure. Don't get me wrong. There is skill involved. For sure, but there's also a degree of luck. Like I'm gonna give you an example. Antonio Brown. Antonio Brown was like a 6th round pick from Central Michigan, bro. Yeah. And it took him 2 years, 3 years before he even became Antonio Brown. You know what I'm saying? So it's like
Brady.
So it's like you get me wrong. You get me. So it's like
Brock Purdy.
Yeah.
Brock Purdy.
Like football is such. That's why they say football is a game of life. It really is a game of life. Like basketball, you can literally stack the deck, bro, and you can almost guarantee who's going to win. Football, bro, listen to me. Every single time that there's been a super team on record in football, did they win the Super Bowl that year?
Hell no.
No. Last time we had a super team was who? Philadelphia Eagles. What happened to their super team?
They ain't win it.
You know what happened to their super team?
Then the Bucks won one, then though. I think the Bucks won one because they was kind of a super team too. When they got Grunk over there, they had Mike Evans. So they kind of won one. But I get what you're saying. It's rare still, just like basketball. When Brooklyn Nets went over there.
Yeah.
Huh?
Is he eating chicken on live air with 3 black men on air, bro?
Ah, man.
Hell
Oh man,
Say it ain't so.
say it ain't
Say it
mother.
ain't
So, bro.
This shit good too.
It's
Y'all they want.
Joe,
Say it ain't so. It's time to
Hey,
go.
Listen,
bro.
do you want me to overnight you some chicken or not, nigga?
It ain't even February right now, bro. What is wrong with you?
Say
They
it
ain't
ain't.
sucking on the tops. Hey, I just want y'all to know, man. My name is West Coast Cowboy. I'm an independent content creator. The views of Henny DeMore do not support myself or Landlord. You know what I'm saying? We try to be better people each and every day, man. I get it, man.
We try to be
man. I
upstanding
believe in
citizens and
We try to
present
be-
nothing but
we try
black
to-
excellence over here. But we got these
excellence,
other we got these
I
other
feel
people
that
down
way.
here at the bottom that's doing all this nefarious activity while we out here being great. But you know, it's cool.
He ain't even trying to be fancy and eat the wings with a because you know when you fancy you eat the wings with a fork. You pull
With a fork or
off.
something.
Yeah, you.
I don't even know how I'm so ghetto. I don't even know how to even act like that. How would you eat a wing with a fork? but you gonna pull off the pieces and then put it on the fork? Like, how you gonna do that?
Hey, as you can tell, West Coast and put in a couple fine. Listen, I'm that dude that goes to a 5-star restaurant or chicken strip, bro. Let me give him 50. You know what I'm saying? When we first got married, like my wife used to always take us to restaurants. I used to always get mad because the only thing we'd be in a nice restaurant. What you want? They got chicken strips.
Hey, get on with it. Have you ever ate like lunch with somebody? Have you ever ate lunch with somebody who ate spaghetti the proper way? It's so embarrassing. It's embarrassing.
Have you ever had spaghetti with string beans in it?
Nah.
My pops.
That's diabolical.
No, bro.
You seen somebody? You know what I mean, right?
Bro.
They swirl the spaghetti in the spoon.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's the proper way to eat it. I was looking like, what are you doing? What you need a spoon for spaghetti for?
Since we in each other's personal business, I want to know right now: do you eat your spaghetti with the sauce and the meat already mixed, or are you guys the sauce in the pot in their own pot, and then the noodles in his own pot, and then you pour it on top type? I want to know.
I'm black, so my stuff is all mixed together.
It's already mixed.
Yeah.
Does it have
it's all in there. It's all there.
You got ground. Listen, it might have some sausage in that mug.
It might have some sausages in there. Yeah.
But for real, like it's gonna slap.
Cheese, all that good
everything.
stuff.
Like
everything.
You know, real Italians and Sicilians looking at us like these creatures, these animals.
Hey, let me tell you. Hey, last question though. But are you at that? You guys aren't at that life of using turkey though? Yeah, we ain't did that yet. Yeah, we ain't doing that, right?
Turkey.
Yeah, bro, because they
turkey and spaghetti.
Bro, they be healthy people be supplementing the ground beef for turkey, bro. They be acting like we don't know the difference, bro. I know the difference. Turkey is lighter.
Bro, we cool on that. We cool on
that, bro. We ain't mess with no turkey, bro.
That's like a step down from the coleslaw and the raisins and stuff. We good on that.
You remember, the motherfucker that put the shrimp in the spaghetti is the most ghetto motherfuckers.
Shrimp in the spaghetti.
They put shrimp, like I seen it, like on social media. They put a shrimp in the spaghetti. I don't know if they really do it or they just doing a trend. They put the shrimp in the spaghetti just like they put the shrimp in the rotel. Like they done got listen.
Hey, you know what? I don't like seafood, but you know what I do like? I like gumbo, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
I like gumbo.
I like me some
gumbo.
Bro. I don't know why, but I'm just saying I don't know why, but like I really like the smell of seafood. It turns my taste buds off. I'm serious, bro. The smell of seafood.
Hold on. Uncut food channel coming soon.
I like seafood, but I don't like my seafood to smell like seafood. Like if you can cook it where it don't smell like seafood, then I'm good. Cause I just don't like that fishy smell. Like I can't even get to the taste of it. As soon as I start tasting that smelling that fish, like my taste buds go like, they like literally like.
See, I like all the seafood almost everything, oysters and all.
Let's see how.
You eat oysters?
Y'all eat alligator?
Oysters be jumping.
I
ate some alligator.
You gotta suck oysters, right?
Nah, you ain't gotta do that.
You eat oysters. Hey,
no did it. No did it. With a fork. You scrape it out. And eat it. What do you mean?
Nah,
You talking about some slimy oysters, ain't you? I don't know about those. Mine got cheese and all kind of stuff on it.
No, did
Where's
it?
answer the question? You eat alligator, boy?
I ate
You know
some last
what?
time
Listen
I
to
was
me.
in New
I'm being
Orleans.
elder. Listen to me. I've tasted alligator before, but I ain't gonna say I eat it, but I've definitely tasted it before.
Hey, let
Now,
us know if y'all want that food channel coming soon. We can talk about anything for real. And I bet you
yeah.
it slapped.
Hey, somebody
Right.
said Damone Clark has to step up. Listen to me. I'm gonna tell y'all something about stepping up. This is the word step up. Whenever you say step up, that means that you have been there before and you're going to go back. Like, I can't say my son needs to step up and drive me to church today. Why? Because my babies, they're only 9 and 7. They've never done that before. You know what I'm saying? They can't step up to somewhere they've been, right? They've never been. Now, I don't believe Damone Clark can step up to being a better linebacker if he's never been that before. Like, he has to be that first. So it's like, and think about this. A lot of times we be asking players to step up, and theoretically, that's their best. Like, that might be the best that he can give you. So that might be the step up. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that I think Damone Clark is a bad linebacker, but I'm at the point where I feel like I think Damone Clark is giving you his best. You know what I'm saying? I just think you might need an upgrade to him. And guess what? The Cowboys have that. Damian Wilson is playing a lot. Kendricks ain't leaving the field. I'm gonna tell you someone else who's playing a lot, and I don't know what position they technically put him at, but for 14 Bell, he's still very much a starter on this defense, bro. Like, your defense didn't really change from last year, and it makes sense because for the most part it was working. You know what I'm saying?
I think it's changed schematically instead of personnel wise. Cause I've been seeing them
Hold on, I got
moving people in and out, rolling the
Hey, one thing
safeties
I will
up and
say about
down, rolling the safeties up and down and stuff like that. So I think that's a good sign. All of the skies and stuff, I think that's gonna benefit us a whole lot because I think Dan got a little too complacent being in the base formation, and like they said, he did no type of changes in the Green Bay game. He just sat up there and let us get cooked repeatedly without even shifting the personnel. So I think Zim gonna be real creative on the way he, deploy some of these pass rushers. Because like I said, they already coming out with reports about my take the other day when I said DeMarvion Overshawn needs to be a part of the pass rush. They already talking about that now. So of course he gonna be able to take him off the edge a little bit. He gonna be able to put. And another good thing, I forgot. Me and him talked about it, but I ain't seen it live on air. And I'm gonna give y'all the mic. It was great news for me to see them say they gonna put Chauncey Ghost in that defensive end. I've been standing on the table for how long about that hand? This man is not a defensive tackle, and he can actually play defensive end.
And he's not built like a defensive tackle at all.
I guarantee you're going to see the best version of him. I'm not saying he's going to be a Pro Bowl or an All-Pro, but I guarantee it's going to be a lot of plays where you be like, wow, okay, Chauncey, like he going to catch your attention. He going to jump out the film. And guess what else he can do? He can play the run better than a lot of people that we got on this team.
Hey, you want to know why though? Because he's been playing defensive tackle. That's why. So I was actually going to tell you the thing that we've said that's been like the thing with Chauncey Golden, the fact that he's been playing defensive tackle is actually going to benefit him now because now he's going to be a defensive end who plays he's going to be like D-Law now. D-Law
he's going to set the edge.
Yes, exactly.
But no look though, Wes. I know what you're saying because he got experience of it, but he was doing that in Iowa too though. That's the kind of player he was. That's why they wanted to put him in the inside because they felt like he was strong enough to handle it enough. But I'm thinking that he should have just been a strong-ass defensive end. You see what I'm saying? They took away his best attribute, his best skill set, which is his strength. Yeah. I wanted him to just be a strong, powerful defensive end on the edge, and he do give you some D-Law vibes. He do.
And this is one thing I will also say. He fits the mold of the kind of defensive ends that Mike Zimmer likes historically. He likes the bigger defensive ends that can give you something in the run game as well. Because he likes bringing the double A pressure looks, putting the two linebackers over each side of the center. So you need to have defensive ends that can hold up on the edge since you don't know where the linebackers. Both linebackers could be dropped back in coverage. Both could be coming up the middle. But if they're doing that, they're not going to be out there pursuing on the edge. So you got to have defensive ends that can set the edge and hold their own. So schematically, for what Mike Zimmer likes to do, Shanti Golson is the prototypical kind of defensive end that he likes.
Yeah, and I'm gonna tell you something too. Like, part of what the Cowboys also got to do is you want people. Like, don't get me wrong, people want to play, right? People want to play because space, stuff is limited. But at the same time, people want to play in the positions that they feel that they can both be effective. I know Chelsea Golson is one of those I'm just gonna play whatever I gotta play because I want to be on the field types, right? But bro, he does nothing about himself, bro. He looks like LeBron walking down the street. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's built like a LeBron. You know what I'm saying? He's tall. Like, there's nothing about, hey, I want to run into guards and tackles. Nothing about that says him. You know what I'm saying? Everything about his body says that, bro, you are a long defensive end. Like, you can probably rush the quarterback from behind the line of scrimmage. You know what I'm saying? Right. So I think you're gonna also get an uptick from Chauncey Golson because now he's finally getting to do what he really wants to do. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. And we try to act like players don't play better but they do, because I don't feel. Listen to me. I feel that Micah Parsons gives him his ball, but I feel like he gives a little bit more when he's rushing the quarterback versus dropping back in coverage because he does not want to do that.
Hey, let me slow you down real quick, Wes, because you're going in and out somewhat.
Well, I gotta get off. I gotta get off of here. You know what I'm saying? So we got to
I'm gonna get ready to head out too, cause I just want to holler at the people one more time, cause I just got the update. They said they got the Airbnb ready for me, so now I have a place to stay again. So I'm finna get ready to head over there. Yeah, it's been a rough one, man. But like I said, man, shout out to all the people that's been showing love and donating, man, because it go a long way. Like I said, I was in a situation where I had to pay for 2 Airbnbs, and I'm only staying in one. So, nobody plans for that. But that's the situation right now, and I still got a lot of stuff to do. Then, hey, on the bright side, this is day one. But at the same time, I had to pay for the whole trip again. So basically, that's the situation right now. And I appreciate the nation for showing love and looking out for your boy, man.
Hey, and you guys already know your boy West Coast. I'll be back. Hey, today is the off day for the Cowboys. And guess what? Even Jesus Christ, God himself said Sunday I'm resting. So listen to me. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to, because I know, bro, listen to me. Theoretically, all this stuff don't really matter. As soon as that preseason ball kick off, bro, like, we all going to take it to a whole nother level, because then you'll be breaking down film. Like, right now, we don't got to break down film. So it's like, if you really want to, like, get, like, a small little break before this thing goes crazy, this is what you got. You know what I'm saying? This is what you got. So it's like, after that preseason game, we're going to be breaking down film. People going to be getting cut. Like, it's going to be real Cowboy. I'm not saying we're not getting real Cowboy content right now, but training camp is low-key. It's been kind of burnt. I'm not saying it's burnt out, but I'm ready to see some football, Brad. I'm ready to see some football. Like, I'm ready. I'm driving an hour and 40 minutes to see practice.
Yes, sir. It's back. Football is back, though.
Preseason game this time today, bro. Think about this. 1 week from today. Because we play on Sunday.
Hey, I'm down. We doing a watch party for or what?
I'm gonna be at the game, so you guys can do some watch. Listen to me. You guys can do a watch party, and then what I'll do is I'll be on scene. I can do on scene where I can be walking around the stadium and interviewing people. I'm down to do that.
Let's do it then. Let's cover the first preseason game, man.
So I'm going to both of them, so we can do it for both games. So it'll basically be like a watch party, but West Coast will be on scene for it. I'll be there, so you can cut to me and see how you guys cut to me right now. Instead, I'll be at the stadium. You know what I'm saying?
Bet.
That'll be hard too.
Yeah, let's do it like that. So, we'll cover the preseason games. We're gonna have Landlord. We're gonna have West Coast on the ground. So let's get it.
Yes, sir. I'll be there
text
for
me your address. Text me your address too, because I'm gonna send you these. I'm gonna send you these right here. These are the official ones. You probably get the roster online, but I'll still drop it in mail for you. Then I gotta get off here. I gotta get my kids ready.
Yes, sir.
Hey, appreciate you tapping in, Wes.
Yeah, appreciate you.
All right, and then y'all let me know the night before. I'm gonna be back on. I promise. I'm gonna be better.
I'm gonna
It's all
shoot you the
good.
address, Wes, when I head out there.
All right, send it to me because I'm literally gonna drop my kids off in the morning because it's the first day of school. I'm gonna drop them off and I already be up, so I'm gonna just get on the freeway and just take off.
It's a bet.
All right,
All right, so I'll see you in the morning, landlord. Yeah, y'all tell landlord stay out of trouble. All
I
right,
ain't
remember
did
you.
nothing.
It's too late.
Hey, everybody tell
I ain't
landlord
did
just buy
nothing.
3,000 miles. He ain't got in somebody else's hood.
I
We going
ain't
to the
did
nice parts of
nothing.
California.
I'm trying to do
We going
good.
to the
I'm
nice
trying to
parts of
do.
California.
Yeah, I'm trying to, but hey, they just moving me all over LA. How I'm out of town and I had to move? That's crazy.
Yeah, I know. Just remember, hey, also landlord, before I get off this line, remember, there's some stuff in California. You put it, you smoking. It's gonna be in your system 30 days. You know what
I
I'm saying?
promise you,
Your
you ain't
vacation
gotta
on the
worry about
14th.
that.
Do the math, brother.
I promise you.
do
Look,
the math, brother.
I promise. I'll be acting like Smokey on Friday if I smoke some weed. I promise you that. I'll be
Hey,
in
but if you
somebody's
see Snoop
chicken
Dogg in
coop.
California, hey, if you see Snoop Dogg in California, he pass you a blunt, you better hit it.
Nah,
But all right, man.
nah.
I mess with y'all. Landlord, you be safe, my boy. I'm out of here. And Handy, you be safe too.
All right, cuz, we're going to holler at you, man. Appreciate it.
All right.
Yes, sir.
And hey, man, we finna go ahead and get out of here as well. We've been on here for an hour and a half. Y'all really came through for my boy Landlord. We appreciate y'all.
Yeah, I appreciate y'all, man.
Hey, y'all answered the call, man. We appreciate that. Cuz out there fighting a good fight right now, man. So hey, gotta look after our own, man. So we appreciate y'all for everything. Appreciate y'all for the support, the love, and hey, in the words of West Coast Cowboy, never look down because the star is up. And man, matter of fact, man, I'm a live stream the blue and white practice for y'all. Well, not live stream, but I'm gonna play the blue and white practice on my channel. So if y'all want to take a look,
I'm gonna be there for the scrimmage too.
yeah, he gonna be there for the scrimmage when they
So
do
I'm
the
gonna be there
Rams.
for the scrimmage, Brian Bradford. I'm gonna be there for the joint practice.
Yeah, he'll be there for the joint practice, and then I'm finna re-air the blue and white game that just passed on the channel. If y'all want to check it out, it'll be up in the next couple minutes.
Yes, sir.
All right, but hey, in the words of Wes, never look